please. Actually, we are adding few more candidates. They are waiting. 1 minute. Please mute. Chaitanya, please mute. Video off karo. Chaitanya, please. With this fellow. 217. Please turn off your video and mute. See here, please mute. I think who is the new person? I will. Mute करना पड़ेगा. So yesterday I was discussing about the basic part, what are the different types of service and how this services will be transmitted from one device to another device in the form of STU and PDU. Now then again we have observed how the UE protocol has upgraded when we move from the 2G to 4G. Now in the same way, RAN has also upgraded when we see it's moving from GRAN to UTRAN and the NG-RAN. Now we'll see how this RAN technology will be useful to access the UE with the network. So as I said, in every communication system, whether you're talking about the 2G or you can say about the 5G, but compulsory you have seen that mobile was communicating with the RAN, radio access network, over air interface or radio interface. So with one RAN, there will be the multiple user who can communicate. With one RAN, multiple mobile can communicate. Once you move from one location to another location, again your RAN can be changed. So your entire geographical area, suppose if you're talking about Hyderabad, they will divide into a small RAN, and within that RAN there will be multiple users. So all these users has to communicate with the RAN at some frequency. That's why whenever any wireless communication has designed, so about that wireless communication technology, their protocol, their services, the standard is the 3GPP. 3GPP body will define the standard. That's why in most of the interview, they will ask the 3GPP questions. So 3GPP is the standard who will write the specifications for all this technology. As I said, today 5G came because 3GPP has designed the 5G documentation. When the 6G has to come, then it's the 3GPP who will design the documentation for the 6G. And one more specifications body is called the International Telecommunication Union. This ITU, what it will do, it will design the frequency, which technology will operate at which frequency. 2G has operated which frequency, 3G will operate at which frequency, 4G will operate at which frequency, 5G will operate at which frequency. So their purpose is to design the frequency, because this device is communicating with the RAN without any medium. There is no wire. So how they will transmit or receive the informations? What is the medium? Air. means your entire information is transmitting or receiving, or entire information is propagating over the transmitting or receiving over the air. So mobile can transmit the information to RAN, or mobile can receive, means RAN can transmit to the mobile. So this information will be transmitted or received over the air by using the frequency. This frequency will be useful to transmit your information from one point to the another point. One second. So by using the frequency, your information will be propagated over the air interface. For suppose example, forget about the mobile. When we are communicating with any persons without mobile, just in front of them you're talking, even though frequency has a contribution, without frequency, you remember, your information cannot transmit over the air interface. That is reason in the school time you may have studied about the human audio frequency. That's a 2 kilohertz. Some animals audio frequency, that is around 20 kilohertz. What is this kilohertz? This is the unit of frequency. Your sound is traveling over the air interface even without the mobile. That's also need the frequency. So same way here, your multiple mobile is communicating with the RAN over the air interface, so frequency is required. So different technology will operate at which frequency, that is the purpose of the ITU, that will design the frequency at which particular please move right. A frequency at which particular technology will operate. So every communication system is having the some operating frequency. In 2G means GSM, and again this frequency will have the two parts, uplink frequency and downlink frequency. Uplink means, suppose if any person who does not have the wireless idea, they can understand. Uplink means mobile to network. If you transmit anything, that's called the uplink. Network to mobile, that is downlink, means what your mobile will transmit, that is in uplink. What your mobile will receive, that is in downlink. So when you're using the mobile, you can transmit the informations or you can receive the informations. So you need the uplink frequency and one downlink frequency channel. So in that uplink frequency channel, you can transmit the information. Downlink frequency channel, you can receive the informations. So in 2G, your uplink frequency and downlink frequency that operate most popular, whatever the popular frequency, that is 890 to 915 megahertz, 935 to 916 megahertz. 1800 बैंड पे यूज होते हैं. सेम वे इन 3G we use 1910 megahertz to 1920 megahertz, 2110 to 2170 megahertz. So if you'll see here in 2G, this is a 25 megahertz spectrum, 915 minus 890, it's a 25. 960 minus 935, 25 megahertz. So 2G used the 25 megahertz spectrum and 3G used the 60 megahertz spectrum. 19, sorry, 1910 to 1970. So 1920 to 1980 megahertz, 2110 to 170. So this is a 60 megahertz band. This will use in 4G. They have the list of bandwidths. It's not only one bandwidth, because 4G is like when you have to use the 4G, it has to perform the handover with the 2G technology. It has to perform the handover with the 3G technology. Even before that, CDMA, WCDMA, there are different multiple RAT was available. So in the 4G, they have the list of a spectrum. That list I'll send you in. That's a complete table. They have so many bandwidth that 4G can use. But their total bandwidth will be in 4G either 1.4 megahertz, or it can be 3 megahertz, it can be 5 megahertz, 10, 15, 20. These are the list of bandwidth that LTE can use. In 3G, the bandwidth, this is total spectrum. But what is the bandwidth will be allocated to use each user in 3G? Because here is a 1.4, 3, 5, 10. This is possible option. In 3G में options क्या है? The bandwidth of each channel in 3G, it can be 5 megahertz. Here in GSM, the bandwidth of each channel is 200 kilohertz. So please आप confuse मत होना. So 200 kilohertz, 5 megahertz. Here these are in LT. There is a list of the possible options. In 5G, that's called the gigahertz. Means it will use from the 25 gigahertz. So this is called the millimeter wave. So that we'll see in the 5G, the person who is on the 5G code. So these are the list of the bandwidth is required. But one thing we have to understand ki how the multiple mobile will access the network. Because the main purpose, if you see, there are multiple mobile which will communicate with the network. So at the same time, how the multiple mobile can communicate with the network at the same time. The time mobile one is communicating with the network, we cannot say the other user cannot speak. Once the user one will free, then only the user will come in picture. Then nobody will use the mobile. At the same time, multiple users are using or accessing the network at the same time. So what is the principle behind that? How multiple user can access this network at the same time? So basic principle of each wireless communication is multiple mobile, multiple user has to access the network at the same time. Means at the same time, all this mobile, some user can do the Skype calling, some user can make the call, some user can do the chatting, or multiple user can access the network at the same time. So what is the principle behind that? So for that we have to understand RAT. Radio access technology. So what is the RAT? As I said, this multiple user can access network by using the different frequencies. So how multiple user can access the network at the same time, that will be defined by the different types of the RAT. How multiple user इसको रिकॉर्डिंग नहीं कर रहा क्या? अच्छा हाँ रिकॉर्डेड. हाउ मल्टीपल यूजर कैन access the network at the same time. So that will be taken care by the radio access technology. It will define how multiple mobile has to access the network at the same time. So there are different types of RAT in your wireless communication. First one, FDMA. Second one, TDMA. Third one, CDMA, and then upgraded as WCDMA, OFDMA, SCFDMA. So if you'll see here, these are the different types of the radio access technology. And as I said, radio access technology will define how multiple user can access the network at the same time. So for that, if you see in every RAT, just focus on last three alphabets, last three letters, DMA, everywhere. Means this is the division multiple access. D means division, M for multiple, A for access. Means F means here, see, frequency, division, multiple access. TDM means time, division, multiple access. C means code, division, multiple access. O means orthogonal, frequency, division, multiple access. SC means single carrier, frequency, division, multiple access. So if you see in every RAT, the last three letters is the DMA, means division multiple access. What does it mean? Means in every RAT, resource has to be divided so that multiple user can access the network at the same time. That resource can be frequency, resource can be time, resource can be code. So that's why based on that resource types of division, there are different types of RAT, but one principle is compulsory, that resource has to be divided among the multiple user. So now if you'll see FDMA in frequency division multiple access, suppose this is the total frequency and time, because resource will be given in the terms of frequency and time both. By telling only this particular frequency has given to your mobile, that is not enough answer. That particular frequency and which time slot, both has to be given to the user. Then user understand that this particular time slots and at this frequency I have to access the network. So total frequency in FDMA will be divided into number of frequency channel. Total frequency will be divided into number of frequency channel. Number of frequency channel divided then, so now total frequency divided into the number of frequency channel. Actually, FDMA and TDMA, this will be used in the GSM technology. So in GSM, as you know, the total spectrum is the 25 megahertz. Just now I said, whether it's in uplink or downlink. If it is in uplink, suppose, then 890 to 950 megahertz. If it is in downlink, then 935 to 960 megahertz. So this, but at last, what's the spectrum we have in frequency domain? 25 megahertz. So in FDMA, total frequency spectrum will be divided into number of frequency channel, and each frequency channel will be given to a single user. Means total frequency will be divided into number of frequency channel. अभी देखो टोटल बैंडविड्थ जो है नंबर ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी चैनल पे डिवाइड, एंड ईच फ्रीक्वेंसी चैनल channel is allocated to one user. So this will be given to the one user. Suppose user 1. This is given to the user 2. Like this, for each frequency channel given to the different user. So user 3. Most important thing here you will notice, each means in the frequency domain, total bandwidth has divided, but in time domain there is no division. Means the frequency channel given to the user in FDMA, this is the FDMA, so the frequency channel given to the user in FDMA will be allocated for the whole time during their connection. There is no time division. Is the frequency channel allocated to the user for full time. There is no division in the time domain. So that is a disadvantage, I'll tell you. So first of all, we have to see that this frequency channel जो divide हुआ है, for each frequency channel, whatever the divided from the total frequency band, what is the bandwidth of that each frequency channel? So earlier already I said that the bandwidth of each frequency channel in GSM is 200 kilohertz. So ये जो bandwidth है, that is the 200 kilohertz. So then total, how many number of frequency channel will be available? So total number of frequency channel कितना होगा? So total bandwidth कितना है? 25 megahertz. Each frequency channel कितने हैं? 200 kilohertz. You divide, you will get the answer 25 into 10 power 3 kilohertz. मेगा को किलो में कन्वर्ट कर दिया, and then 200 kilohertz मोम. This 20 will go 2, 5, 10. So it's a coming 125 channels. Means there are only 125 channels will be designed if FDMA technology will be given to the GSM wireless communication, but this was used in GSM. So 125 channel means what? You understand? This is like this. This is 125. And what I said here, each channel given to one user. सो इसका मतलब क्या है? सो एट मैक्स 125 user only 125 user can speak simultaneously. At the same time, only 125 user will communicate. Why? Suppose when the first user is calling, get this channel, second user this channel, third this channel, fourth this channels. Like this 125 users, they have the free channels. But when suppose now already 125 user in the call and 126th user want to make a call, then all channels are busy. And one more concept you please try to remember, should I say CS and PS. So voice service is coming under the CS service. Voice means without internet service will come under the CS. आप जब कॉलिंग करते हो विदाउट इंटरनेट, व्हाट्सएप कॉलिंग, स्काइप कॉलिंग नहीं, विदाउट इंटरनेट वाला कॉलिंग, उसे रियल टाइम वॉइस कॉलिंग, दैट्स कमिंग अंडर द सर्किट स्विच सर्विस. एंड CS सर्विस ऑलवेज यूज द डेडिकेटेड चैनल. तो ये चैनल मिल गया यूजर 1 को, this channel given to user 2, this channel user 3. So at max 125 user. Why? Because we have only 125 channels just now given. The total FDMA channel is only 125 channels. So at max only 125 user can communicate simultaneously. Only 125. More than that is not possible. Then if suppose 126th user at the same time trying to access the network, trying to make a call or receive the call, कुछ भी करना है, तो how they will do? So that is the situations when that user will listen this dialogue. The channel of these routes are busy. जब कभी सुनते हो the channel, earlier you may have heard the channel of these routes are busy, उसका मतलब यही है. It does not mean that network is not there. Network is there, but all channels are right now occupied. तो फिर solutions क्या है? Because earlier when the GSM technology has come, earlier like you mentioned 20 years back, 30 years back, so that time what happened? There are very less number of subscribers, but day by day the number of subscriber has increased. You remember in 20, 30 years back, very rarely people was having the phone, very rare people. But now these days it's very common. So obviously day by day RAT has to be upgraded. Upgraded means what? So that it can adjust multiple user at the same time. That is reason different types of RAT case came, and GSM was not using only FDMA. GSM was using the combination of FDMA and TDMA. GSM RAT जो यूज होता है, that is the combination of FDMA plus TDMA. Blanket आ गया. FDMA plus TDMA. This combination we use. Why? Because if you see here, तो यहाँ पे unnecessary. This channel allocate for the whole time. It's a wastage of resource. Why? Because the time you will speak, other users only listening, or the time other user speaking, you are only listening. Suppose for example, means at a time I will use either uplink frame or downlink frame. So why this resource will be reserved for the whole time? The time you are not using, it's free, it's given to the other user. So that is reason in time domain it was also divided. Instead of giving one frequency channel for whole time, they divide each frequency channel into the time domain. In TDMA, it was 8 time slots. It was TS0 and it became the TS7. Total 8 time slots. So instead of giving this frequency channel for whole time, now story change. Each frequency channel, this one, not given for whole time, given for only particular time slots. This is possible. It's given to only user 1, user 2, user 3, user 8. पहले देखो एक फ्रीक्वेंसी चैनल सिर्फ एक यूजर को मिल रहा था. इन FDMA, one frequency channel was used by one user. Now same frequency channel will be used by the 8 user. That is the power of the protocol engineers. They did not have to buy any new frequency. No need to buy the new spectrum. Only the power of technology. They change the technologies. That is the job of the wireless software engineers. They will change this RAT, how mobile will access the network. Earlier you're using the 125 user. Now if you will see number of TDMA channel, so each frequency channel is dividing into the one. So here again same story means total number of time division channel is number of TDMA channel is the 125 और हर frequency channel में कितना है 8. This become the 1000. Earlier only 125 user can communicate in that same time. Now 1000 user can communicate at the same time without changing the spectrum. ऐसा नहीं operator has to buy the new frequency, they have to spend more money. No, only with the software program, means change the RAT to the physical layer, means the layer 1, and then multiple user can access the network at the same time. That is the reason you will see as the your communications, means generation of your wireless communication is increasing, generation of wireless communication is evolving. It's gone here. निखिल म्यूट कर रहा हूँ, म्यूट कर, डाउट है तो डाउट पूछो. So number of so as the your different evolution of wireless communication is coming, compulsory in each communication system you have to see the some RAT will be compulsory in the picture, because without RAT that wireless communication cannot allow the multiple user to access the network. Suppose when you see in the 2G, so 2G will use the GSM will use the FDMA plus TDMA. In 3G it will use the WCDMA. It's a 4G OFDMA. In 5G you will see that's called the DFD OFDMA. Here in 4G OFDMA and the SCFDMA. If you see compulsory, because without RAT that technology cannot be designed, and each RAT the purpose, because day by day number of users are increasing, so that's why the different RATs are required. Because now as you see in the FDM plus TDM, this is 1000, but that is given to the 20 years back a story. Now these days so many users accessing the network at the same time, so that's why we need the different RAT. So now if you see here this one part, only this part, one frequency channel and then this 8 time slots, that is called actually radio frame. समझो, actually I wanted to say what is the meaning of radio frame, इसलिए मैं इतना बताया. सारा part radio frame. This again is a radio frame. All this is radio frame. So you transmit or receive the information. अभी आप chatting करते हो और signaling transmit होती है, layer 3 message को याद रखना पड़ता है, layer 3 message, layer 2 message. So that layer 3, layer 2 message, suppose, or your data. So layer 3 to layer 2, as we yesterday seen, layer 1, your higher informations, means layer 3 transmit H3, they transmit H2, H1, so all the information will transmit on the air. So how this entire information will transmit on the air? कहीं ना कहीं तो आप बॉक्स में भेजोगे ना, ऐसा नहीं कि इंफॉर्मेशन ऐसे स्कैटर्ड रहेगा. So logically we are telling it's a radio frame, it's a kind of box or structure. Within that all the your higher layer information will filled. Your mobile will transmit the information, receive the informations in the terms of frame. So again, this is the one technology, this terminology that you will learn in every wireless communication, 2G हो, 5G हो. Compulsory आपको first part ये सीखना पड़ेगा कि in that particular technology, what is the radio frame architecture. Suppose right now what we see, one frame is having the 8 time slots. That was the structure of radio frame in GSM. This is a GSM radio frame. What you seen, they have 8 time slots. One radio frame, 8 time slots, and each radio frame will have duration. Duration means how much time it will take to transmit the frame from mobile to network or network to mobile. That will remain fixed in every wireless communication. Suppose in GSM, the duration is the 4 point something, but I am using for calculation purpose 4 millisecond. So that duration, suppose in GSM it is 4 millisecond. Suppose if you go in the 3G frame architecture, in every technology compulsory you have to know about their RAT, their frame architecture. वो तो compulsory आपको changes दिखेगा वहाँ पे. In 3G if you will see one frame having the 15 time slots. TS0 to TS14. And यहाँ पे क्या था GSM में, one slot given to only one user. Why? Because GSM was designed for the voice call only, and for voice it used only dedicated channel. तो एक slot सिर्फ एक user को मिलता था. Each slot given to only one user. Only one user. It will never possible that one slot will be given to the multiple user. No, ये एक यूजर को, ये एक यूजर को ऐसे मिलता है. बट इन 3G, एज ए सेट वाइज रीजन कुछ इस फॉर वॉइस कॉल, और वॉइस कॉल के लिए हमेशा डेडिकेटेड चैनल यूज होंगे ऑलवेज. दे विल नॉट यूज अ शेयर चैनल. बट इन इंटरनेट सर्विसेज shared channel can be used. And as we know 3G is designed for CS and PS both. मैं थोड़ा 2G 3G को फास्ट में बोल रहा हूँ because our concern is 4G not 2G 3G. But we wanted to understand the 4G frame architecture, 4G protocol. So मैं तो पहले आपको ये concept समझा रहा हूँ कि frame का मतलब है क्या. But मैं 2G 3G भी नहीं बता रहा हूँ, सिर्फ उसका basic idea दे रहा हूँ. So in the 3G here, as you know, it supports CS and PS both. Number of users has increased in 3G. So one slots in 3G can be used by the multiple user. एक slots maximum up to 16 user use कर सकता है slot, एक slot. Earlier GSM में क्या था, एक slot one user. पहले देखो क्या था FDM में, one frequency channel only one user. FDM में. Then TDM में आया, क्या हुआ, चलो ठीक है, one frequency channel used by the 8 user. Then in CDM में no, one slots even used by the up to 16 user. तो वो 16 multiplied 15. So how much? 16 160 and plus 80, 240 user in a frame it's using. Imagine in GSM first then FDMA came only one user, now it's a 240 user in a frame. So that's why we need the different RAT, and here why we use the multiple user in a slots. As I said, it's for PS service. 3G is designed for CS and PS both. So in the packet switch service, here dynamic bandwidth is required. It cannot be fixed for the user. Why? Because suppose one user using the just he open the gmail.com. So when you open the gmail.com, क्या करना पड़ेगा उसको, user ID and password. सिर्फ इतना ही डालना. Only he has to enter the user ID and he has to enter the password. निखिल समझ में आ रहा है? अनम्यूट करके बोलो।
यस सर।
समझ में आ रहा है?
हाँ यस।
आप जब ओपन करते हो gmail.com तो क्या उसमें दो ही ऑप्शन है, यूजर आईडी डालते हो और पासवर्ड डालते हो, करेक्ट?
यस।
यूजर आईडी क्या है, कितने कैरेक्टर का है?
वो तो डिपेंड करता है।
हाँ तो तुम्हारा यूजर आईडी क्या है?
मेरा मतलब वो एक नेम है, मतलब नंबर हो सकता है या नेम हो सकता है।
मैक्सिमम चलो 20 कैरेक्टर हो, 30 कैरेक्टर हो, करेक्ट है?
यस यस।
वैसे 20-30 कैरेक्टर का सपोज वो मेरे पासवर्ड हो, तो ओनली आर entering the 60 character to that website. When you open the gmail.com, you enter the 60 character. So any user who suppose open the gmail.com, he needs the very less bandwidth compared to the other user who is right now watching the live cricket match. So in PS service, different user will have the different bandwidth requirement. So that is reason here, if there are 16 users, you cannot say that all user will share this resource equally. No, equal resource not. Depends upon your requirement. It's a network job. Mobile will not decide. It's a network job. Who will allocate the resource to you? That's why here resource can be shared. सेम वे अगेन विल गो इन 4G. सो 4G का हम देखेंगे जब 4G स्टार्ट करेंगे फ्रेम का. सो 4G फ्रेम आर्किटेक्चर विल बी अगेन डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द 5 दिस 3G फ्रेम आर्किटेक्चर. So in 5G frame, it's a really completely different from the 2G, because anyhow 2G, 3G, 4G little bit correlated, but 5G is very difficult. So in the 5G again, there are so here at least one frame architecture. There is a 2G, 3G, 4G, only one architecture. But in 5G, so many frame architecture. So in different wireless communications, we have the different frame architecture that will allow the multiple user to access the network at the same time. That is the purpose of the your RAT. Why we need the different types of RAT. Why we need the need this slots code. Here multiple user will share the same resource, same slot. How? So each user signal will be differentiated by using the unique code. That's why in 3G they use the WCDMA, wide band code division multiple access. अब देख रहे हो FDO में क्या हुआ? I said कि what is the meaning of RAT? RAT will be used to divide the resource so that multiple user can access the network at the same time. आप देखो FDO में रिसोर्स आपका क्या रहा? फ्रीक्वेंसी. आपने फ्रीक्वेंसी को डिवाइड किया. देन TDMA में क्या हुआ? रिसोर्स को टाइम के टर्म में डिवाइड किया. कोड डिवीजन में क्या हो रहा है? रिसोर्स को हम कोड में डिवाइड कर रहे हैं. नाउ सेम रिसोर्स यूज द मल्टीपल यूजर, बट हाउ द मल्टीपल यूजर विल डिफरेंशिएटेड. सो ईच यूजर विल हैव गिवन टू यूनिक कोड. तो सेम रहेगा, सबका यूनिक कोड रहेगा. सो बेस्ड ऑन द कोड योर resource will be divided. Suppose for example I'm giving one simple example. Suppose I given one sweet box in front of all of your people. Now I'm telling the division. That sweet box, okay. First, it will given, suppose Thomas, then Nikhil, then so हर एक यूजर को एक एक फ्रीक्वेंसी चैनल दे दिया गया. You eat, then it will given to the next user. Second way to divide the same sweet box in the terms of time. I given the time to Thomas. With Thomas, I given to you only 1 second time to you. As much data you can transmit or receive, you can do it. जितना खाना है खा लो. Once Thomas' time is expired, it has given to the Nikhil. Once his time has expired, to another time given to the. Please unmute the करो हाँ. So in the terms of time, we divide the same sweet box divided in different way. Then now code division. अब हमने कोड डाल दिया कि रेड जो स्वीट्स है दैट इज गिवन टू द थॉमस, येलो स्वीट्स है दैट्स गिवन टू द निखिल, व्हाइट स्वीट्स है दैट्स गिवन टू धर्मेंद्र. So different color sweets means just given the code. So these are the different way to divide the same sweet box among the multiple user, so that multiple user can access the network. So same story here. The purpose of the RAT is the how the resource, whatever the resource is there available, how it can be divided among the multiple user so that they can access the network at the same time. Anyone having the doubt till now? Because we'll use so many times frame concepts now onward. So frame का आप actually meaning समझो, frame आया कहाँ से, what is the meaning of frame, और इसी frame में आप as a user information transmit or receive करते हो. Whatever you're studying about the call flow, layer 3 message, layer 2 message, TCP packets, UDP packets, everything will transmit or receive within this frame only. So if you're talking about any wireless technology, आप यदि 5G पढ़ रहे हो तो पहले तो उसका फ्रेम आर्किटेक्चर पढ़ो, उसमें फ्रेम में इंफॉर्मेशन जाएगा कैसे, then you read about the different layers, and that will be the job of actually physical level. The physical level will prepare the radio frame, they will transmit. So till here, if anyone having doubt, please ask.
Yeah, sir, I have one doubt. That means here.
Please.
I just wanted to know, is there any difference between the TDMA and TDD? Both are different things or different technology or what?
No, there is a difference. TDD means what happened here. There will not be any uplink and downlink different frequency. On same frequency, uplink and downlink, both user will be transmitted. So TDD
Okay.
means also you can say it's a FDMA plus TDMA. You cannot say only it's a TDMA, because if we are talking, as just now say, you've seen there is separate uplink frequency and downlink frequency. There's two mode, FDD, frequency division duplex, and time division duplex. In FDD mode, what you have separate uplink and downlink frequency frame. Means अभी just suppose for example, if any आप GSM-A4 देखो, if any user who is transmitting the radio frame, so you will transmit in which frequency, 890 to 950 megahertz only in this frequency if you're transmitting. So here all the uplink user. But if you have to receive the informations, that information cannot transmit in this frame. That frequency will be different, 935 to 960. But it will contain only downlink user. So actually when the frequency has designed by the ITU, so all the symmetric function, frequency will be defined in the form of FDD. This is actually more popular technology. आपका generally बहुत rarely TDD use होता है. Most of the entire specifications given for the FDD only. TDD बहुत short cell के small cell के use होते हैं. जैसे आपका जो indoor system है कहीं पे या mall है, only for some distance TDD will use, but most of the technologies extensively covering about the FDD mode only.
Sir, you mean to say that FDMA and FDD?
One second, Dhanwar, please. Then in TDD mode में क्या होगा? Now the unsymmetric frequency will use for the TDD. In that, in one frame, uplink and downlink दोनों यूजर रहेंगे एक ही फ्रेम में, एक ही फ्रीक्वेंसी पे uplink वाला भी जाएगा, downlink. There is no separate uplink frequency, there is no separate downlink frequency. बट FDMA TDMA तो दोनों में यूज होंगे. यहाँ भी फ्रीक्वेंसी टाइम रहेगा, TDD में भी फ्रीक्वेंसी और टाइम रहेगा. यदि आप कंपेयर कर रहे हो FDMA TDMA से, so FDD and TDD both will have the concept of the FDMA plus TDMA. Difference, FDD में separate uplink frequency downlink frequency frame होंगे, TDD में they will have the same frame having the uplink and downlink user. क्लियर है?
Yeah, sir. इसके हिसाब से तो FDMA and FDD both are same ना फिर?
नहीं. FDM आप देखो ना, FDD में भी तो टाइम डिवीजन हो रहा है ना.
तो FDMA में अच्छा FDD में टाइम डिवीजन हो रहा है.
Frequencies of time, FDD है तो भी आपको टाइम डिवीजन होगा।
ओके
विदाउट टाइम डिवीजन, इसलिए मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि FDD हो या TDD हो, दोनों में फ्रीक्वेंसी के साथ साथ टाइम डिवीजन तो होगा ही होगा। इसलिए आप FDD TDD को FDMA TDMA से कंपेयर नहीं कर सकते। यदि आप ये
समझ गया
बोलना चाहो कि हाँ FDD TDD में FDMA या TDMA, तो दोनों होंगे, दोनों FDD में भी FDMA प्लस TDMA होगा, TDD में भी FDMA प्लस TDMA होगा।
समझ गया सर, समझ गया दोनों डिफरेंस में। ओके थैंक्स सर।
ठीक है, चलो कल मिलते हैं मॉर्निंग। बाय बोल सकते हैं थॉमस? थॉमस थॉमस
Okay, sir. We can say bye. Tomorrow we'll see.
Hello, sir.